Hi, how are you doing? Welcome to Favored Art. If you're new here, my name is Maureen. If you're a subscriber or you're back again, welcome. I really truly appreciate you. Today I'll be drawing a picture of a wolf in sheep's clothing. Wolves in sheep's clothing. It is in the book of Matthew chapter 7 verse 15, and it's talking about how people, they can present themselves in the way that they are not. The Bible also tells us about how the devil presents himself as an angel of light, although we know that he is of the darkness, because he wants to fool people. If he would come to people as darkness, as a scary being, nobody would even give him a chance. They would see right through it. But he has to deceive people in order to get them to do what he wants them to do, or to be where he wants them to be. People can put on a mask and pretend to be something that they are not, because they're trying to get you to trust them. They're trying to get you to do something that if you knew their true nature, you wouldn't even do, and you wouldn't even let them be anywhere around you. And how do these kind of wolves in sheep clothing look like? I'm not saying this is always the case, but they can be very convincing. They can be very friendly in a way that you feel like this is too friendly. But one thing I'm learning is that your intuition never lies. I was around this person one time, and the person was so kind. He was so nice. He was so charismatic. And all I was thinking about is like, wow, this is such an amazing human being. I really enjoy being in their company. But there was something inside of my heart that contradicted with me, and it was like, no, I actually don't feel safe around this person. And I was fighting within myself, because I was like, what I see is this actually kind person who is so open-minded, and he's just so outgoing and charismatic and charmant. And I couldn't understand why I didn't feel safe near him. I was impressed by everything that he was, but I didn't feel safe near him. Actually, I found my body, like they say, your body notices things that sometimes we don't acknowledge. Like the things are there, the presence of that person is there, but because we're so blinded by the speech, how they talk, we're so blinded by how they look, we're so blinded by how they present themselves, we overlook the other part of their presence, which is their spirit, or the spirits behind those people, or the intentions that these people come with, the agenda that they have coming close to you. I was thinking about this, and I asked God to show me, like, what is it? God showed me I wanted to be around this person, but I didn't have peace being around this person. So it was like a contradiction inside of me. I want to see this person, but everything inside of me is telling me not to. So how am I going to figure this out? And I decided to go in with open eyes, willing to see what I overlooked the last time. So the next time I met this person, I was very aware of everything that was going on, but I tried to notice the things past the looks, past the presentation, and past the way the person was talking. And I'm telling you, I couldn't believe my eyes, because I finally saw the person behind the mask, and their intentions were not pure. And I knew that I had to distance myself from this person, because those kind of people always bring division into people's life. They always bring strife, and there's always drama, and there's no peace in the presence of these kind of people, because they're so petty and they're so vindictive, malicious. If I had not given my intuition a chance to look past, to intentionally look past what was being presented, I would not have realized that there was a dangerous person behind the mask. And so I was able to get away from that. Thank God. But there are situations where we grew up with these wolves. We grew up knowing these wolves as sheep. Another way to know wolves in sheep's clothing, I will take it from the Bible. Like Jesus tells us, you will know the tree by its fruit. So look at the fruits of that person's life. How do those fruits show up in their lives? Those fruits show up by how they speak, what they say when they're speaking, because out of the abundance of the heart, the mouth speaks. Be a good listener. Listen to when people are talking. They always tell on themselves. They always directly or indirectly reveal their intentions. And the more you let people talk, the more you get to know them. And you get to know what are their values, what are their morals, what do they stand for. The Bible tells us, put not your trust in men, but trust in the Lord. Trusting God 100% and letting people earn your trust. Don't be too hard on yourself, because we're still human. Some people are so good at being wolves that they go their whole lives deceiving and manipulating people. And understand that when you realized it, it was early enough, because they could have done even more damage if you didn't realize and accept it and take some distance. I'm not saying to always walk away from a wolf, but I'm saying that you need to know that they are wolves in order to deal with them accordingly. Because if you don't see a wolf as a wolf, you're always going to treat them as innocent as you would treat a sheep, because a sheep would never do anything to you. Actually, it would even let you pet it. You can even cuddle with a sheep. Like, they're so cute. Like, when they're so small, the lambs, they're so cute. And there is trust there, and a sheep will never ask you to trust. You will trust it with time, because you see, like, there's nothing to be afraid of. But a wolf in sheep's clothing will need you to trust it, because it needs to come close to you so that it can bite your flesh off. All I'm saying is, be aware of the wolves in sheep's clothing in your life, so that they don't have access to what's important. Thank you so much for watching. I really truly appreciate you. I hope you enjoyed this video. Bye bye. Stay blessed.